Good morning, everyone. Welcome to the call with Sue Ham, the business empowerment and motivation call that we have every Wednesday morning. Man, it is December 31st. I cannot believe this. This is crazy, right? This is the last day for the new year, the last day for the new year. And I couldn't think of a better way to end it than to have none other than Mike Williams on the call with me today. First of all, for those of you that are new to the call, welcome to the call. We're so excited to have you. And for those who are loyal listeners every Wednesday at 9 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, thank you so much for always coming back, inviting somebody, and telling a friend about this call. As you can hear, there's a little congestion going on with me. I have a cold here trying to take me out, but it is not going to happen because this is December 31st, 2014. I will never see this day again, so I'm going to live it up, not necessarily hanging out in the streets, but just live it up because this is the last day of the year that's really and truly been great to me. Haven't gotten everything I've wanted, but I did get a lot of things I didn't think that I would get. So, you take the good with the bad. As they say, you eat the meat and spit out the bones. So I'm just, excited to be here to experience it. But nevertheless, I've been trying to get this guy here on the call for the longest, Mr. Mike Williams out of New York. New York, that says it all. You got to have a fighter spirit to be from New York. Well, and that's exactly what Mike Williams has. This guy has gone from traditional banking, helping people with real estate and whatnot, into running his own group home, and then from there to just say, you know what, I'm going to start my own business and come out, making 5-6 figures, on his way to 7 figures, and interviewing people who has just done astronomical, phenomenal things. And I don't want to tell it all. I'm just going to invite Mike Williams to the call. And Mike, you tell us who you are, where you come from, what you've done, and what your plans are for the future. Everybody, welcome Mike Williams to the call.
Good morning. I hope my vocals are coming through. Thank you so much, Sue, for allowing me to be on the call. I really do appreciate it. You got an awesome thing going on with your university, and your whole the connection with your audience is phenomenal. So I appreciate you for giving me the time to just tell my story on your radio show.
You're welcome, brother.
All right, cool deal. Well, like you said, I'm Mike Williams. I've been in business since I was probably 21 years old, 21, 22. Started in a network marketing company back then, just young and dumb, and me and my friends just going around drawing circles on papers at Starbucks and Dunkin' Donuts and hotels. We didn't really know much about mindset or team building or product creation. All we knew is, hey, we fill these bubbles, we make money. So that's what we did. And, we did fairly successful for a while, for maybe a few years. But the only problem we had is we were building teams, but we didn't know how to keep them. So we were just going through the same cycle over and over and over again, from this company to that company, until eventually, they call it your warm market, right? So eventually that was all just washed up, and, nobody really had faith in what we were doing because we just did 3 other businesses, and this one was supposed to be the next bang, yada, yada, yada.
Gotcha.
So in 2008, I actually was introduced to internet marketing. I was looking for a way of how to find leads for my company on the internet. I ran into a website with a gentleman named Norbert Ulrich, who I actually interviewed in the 7-Figure Blueprint audio series. And he introduced attraction marketing and internet marketing, and it just gave me a whole different perspective about business. And I started to get more into mindset and reading books and things of that nature. But all the while, I was in banking at J.P. Morgan Chase. I was a retail banker. Great job, great money. I'm just not a suit and tie guy. I got, after 2.5 years of that, I kind of just went out on my own, opened up a virtual call center, and to help pretty much, create income from my network marketing company at the time. And just so many different things, you're young, you're excited, you're an entrepreneur, and there's so many things just so many different things can bring so much opportunity. So I had my hands in everything. And, after getting married, I got married. I was able to pay for my wedding in cash, go on a, extravagant honeymoon, and it was great. And then all of a sudden, the company we were working with, the company we were taking calls for, they kind of just shut down on us and without telling us. So I had all these agents on the phone looking for sales calls. We were commission-only agents, and there were no calls coming in. So we had to shut down the whole operation just like that, in a flash. And that's what led me into group home management, because I needed something that was flexible enough for me to still build my internet marketing business and, still be an entrepreneur without being locked in to a certain 8-hour shift every single day. So from group home management, did that for about 4 years or so. And all the while, I was still building my internet marketing company, and to the point where it was too much for me to handle both. And, of course, I picked internet marketing over running group homes. And one thing led to the other. One marketing system led to this training, led to this product, which now I'm marketing my 7-Figure Blueprint audio series. And that's how I got here. And make a long story short, that was my small journey of how I became an entrepreneur and how I got on the internet as well.
Wow. Now, Mike, I just learned something new here. I met you online this year, and that's the funny thing is the internet makes the world so much smaller, and then Facebook just took it up to another whole level. And we met on Facebook, but we had never physically met up until August of this year. And the funny thing is, because we had so much interaction on Facebook when we met in person, it's like we had known each other for years. And that's the beauty of the internet. But I learned something new just now listening to you. I never knew that you had a call center. Man, that's crazy. And to be able to pay for your wedding in full. Listening to your journey from the bank to the call center to the group home to now doing your own thing, being the owner of the self-profit driven system and the creator of the 7-Figure Blueprint. How important was mindset and all of that? Because the average person, man, couldn't make those giant leaps like that. So how important was mindset, having a strong mind, building yourself up mentally for you to be able to accomplish those feats?
Your mindset is super important. And I think it just comes from exposure. The more you expose yourself to other entrepreneurs, other successful entrepreneurs, and I mean exposure, being able to get in contact with them, touch them, shake their hands, ask them questions, and you get familiar with all these stories, and then you start to realize that these stories are very similar to yours, as far as what entrepreneurs go through. And the exposure alone the exposure keeps you in the game. The exposure helps you to continuously keep reading and learning all about mindset and how important it is to expand your mental capacity to look at a goal, right? A goal that's so average, a goal that's like beyond average to most people, and look at it and smile and say, you know what, it's possible. And you say it's possible because you've already shaken hands with somebody who's done it before, and they're no different from you, So mindset is very, very important, and I believe that the best way to expand your mindset is just get more, get more exposure, get more contact with certain people that are doing the things that you desire to do, and that alone will keep you on the right track, on the path less taken, to really get things done. So mindset is key. If it wasn't for reading certain books about mindset, like something like T. Harv Eker, your financial blueprint, just understanding these things is super important to really get yourself to the next level. I believe mindset is super, super important.
Oh man, you're so right. And just talking to other successful people and being around them, it's something about it. It helps to shift your energy to another level. But I'm from rural South Carolina, and when there are times that I cannot be with other people who are on a different level from me, you're absolutely right. Picking up a great book and getting lost into that, getting lost into the minds of great leaders, it still helps to take me to another level, but nothing beats human interaction. However, reading is a great substitute, so I totally concur with that. Now, let me ask you, because you know I do online as well, with the Suham School of Success and coaching other people online, and I've been saying for a couple of years, and really it's been happening before a couple of years, but I've been saying it for the last 2-3 years, that the Internet is just the way to go. When I learned that I could post something online, specifically Facebook, that is my vehicle that I love to use. But when I learned that I could post something on Facebook and within a minute or an hour, I could check my PayPal account and there's money in the account just from me sharing a product with my audience, I was like, oh, my God. Somebody done let the cat out the bag. And the thing about it is a lot of marketers trying to make it seem like it's the easiest thing in the world to make money online. And the truth is it's simple, but it does require work. But once you've put the effort in, it does get to seem easy. But I never want to mislead people. From your own experience, what would you say are the top 3 things that you feel one needs to be successful online?
What's your market? What's your message? And what marketing medium are you going to use to deliver that message? Those are the 3 most important things. You've gotten success, and you're able to share a link and make income because the market, your market is right. A lot of people get on the internet, right, and they use their Facebook profiles. They've been interacting with family and friends for the last, 5 years. They decide to become entrepreneurs. They share the link, and they're like, Mike, I made no money. Well, look at your audience you just shared it with. Of course you're not going to make any money because none of them are interested in entrepreneurship. None of them are interested in your social media success tool. So, no, you're not going to make any money. So that's why, number 1, who is your market? And then number 2, what's your message? What is the message you're sending to that market? Can you help them in their business? Are you going to show them a business? Do you have a tool? Are you going to be a coach? What is that message that you're sending them that's going to respond to that particular market? And, of course, what medium are you using? You can use Facebook. You can use Twitter. You can use PPC campaigns. They're all the way you deliver your message is all different. You got to use them in different ways. If it's a PPC campaign, it's because somebody is searching for a certain thing. If it's a blogging campaign, it's somebody is searching for a certain thing. If it's just a random drop on your Facebook profile, you're now trying to get their attention based on them scrolling through their news feed. So everything is different. So what's your market? What's your message? What's the marketing medium you're using? And once you figure those 3 things out, I think that most of your campaigns will be successful.
Oh, man, that right there was worth its weight in gold for the call because a lot of people are fumbling in the dark, and they're only marketing to their personal fan page, like you said, with friends and family that they've had on there for a few years who have no interest in business. So with that being the case, you would say that it is important to start a fan page, which is really, that's what's supposed to be used for business on Facebook. Would that be a smart thing to do?
Absolutely. Fan pages, you could do so much with fan pages. And with Facebook these days, they're moving all their little business tools over to the fan page anyway. So they're kind of forcing you to go in that direction. But yeah, fan page, there's so many things you can do. You can do paid ads to certain posts. You can create posts that people can't see only if they're in, news feeds. You could target a specific fan page of people who got the same interest in whatever you're selling or whatever your message is, and pretty much just steal all their fans and just introduce them to you in all your glory. It's so many things you can do. Facebook alone is just, you can spend 12 months just building a business with your Facebook fan page and still come out 5 figures or plus per month, as long as you got the right target market, your message is right, and you understand the different aspects of a fan page and how to really build your business. So fan pages are definitely Very important, especially in today's economy, in today's business, online marketing economy. It's hot right now, so you just got to jump on and get it done, but still be unique and do it in your own way.
I love that, man, and you are absolutely right. Fan pages are definitely where it's at. Now, let me ask you this: is that something that you teach with the self-driven profit system and with the seven-figure blueprint? If for someone who's looking to actually do that, would you be able to hold their hand and walk them through that?
Absolutely. We have in the Seven-Figure Blueprint audio series, it's really to set the foundation mentally about, what internet marketing is all about, and you get to hear it from different perspectives of marketers who are making 6 and 7 figures per year on the internet. And then we have our monthly newsletter you can get access to, where we actually send you physical newsletter in the mail, and we also do a monthly webinar and a weekly Q&A call where we pretty much break down successful campaigns that we're doing right now, and you get to see the ins and outs of these different campaigns. But for those who really want to work hand in hand with the Self-Driven Profit System and the Seven-Figure Blueprint audio series, we have what's called the 4-Way Automation training course. And this 4-Way Automation training course, we teach people how to aggressively follow up with their leads via text message, direct mail, voice broadcast, and also email. It's a 6-week course, pretty intense, but we teach you how to pretty much create social media funnels and also, direct mail funnels and so forth and so on. A lot of work, but we believe in setting up your own marketing system, not marketing system in the technical sense, but just a system that you can understand and apply and implement in order for you to, constantly get targeted leads and follow up with them and also scale up, whatever products or services they do buy from you and so forth and so on.
I'm glad you were honest when you said it's a lot of work. And the thing about it is, to me, it's not a lot of work, but it is a lot of work. Because I remember working on a job, when I was working like 50, 70 hours, and we're talking a lot of work mentally and physically. Now, that's really, and I tell people mentally being fatigued is worse than being physical, because at least your body can recover within a day or two. But when you're mentally drained, man, it can sometimes take weeks to months. And what I'm trying to get people to understand is that you will go and bust your butt for 50, 60 hours at a job, and sometimes you're only making $8 to $15 an hour. And if you're getting 17, you're like, woohoo! $17 an hour, and taxes got to come out of that. You got to get FICA, you got to get that Social Security and Medicare, federal and state. Unless you live in a state where there's no state taxes, but then you've got to have dental insurance. You got to have medical insurance come out. So we're talking $17 an hour. Okay, yeah, you're basically bringing home $12, $13 an hour. But then you got to go there and listen to what people tell you. And let me put the disclaimer out there: I'm not knocking jobs. I just want people to understand that if you can go and work 50, 60, 70 hours at a job where you are not going anywhere, you're not going to get promoted, you're killing yourself, then why can't you sit and put the effort and time into building your own business? And that's one of the things that I love about you, Mike, is that you teach people it's this self-driven profit system. Not only are you giving the strategies and tips, but, hey, you said, listen, I got some audio where you can listen to people who've been where you've been, and they're going to tell you how to get from point A to point Z. And the first step is mindset. And so if you can shift your mind, and if you can contribute maybe even 40% of the energy that you put into working for someone else to yourself, you too can experience the same success as the 7 to 6 figure earners that Mike has interviewed. So I'm glad you said that, because I just want to say this one last thing. A lot of people come on and they're like, you can get rich overnight. It's not like that. Unless you consider overnight 7 to 10 years. There are people who've done it in a year to 2 years, but they were working on their mindset from the beginning. So thank you for saying that, Mike.
Absolutely. Just to piggyback off your thought, the cool thing about setting up a marketing system, not in the technical sense, but a marketing system that you can apply, you can turn on and off. When you set it up, it doesn't really take too long to set it up. Say you spend 30 days, just learning and putting together something that's really unique for you so you can build your business. It could be any type of business, and then you get it going, and then all of a sudden, all you got to do is focus on your marketing now. And then that you can spend what? You can spend 2-3 hours a day focusing on your marketing, and then you can go hang out, and then, it's kind of working for you, because you already set up everything for you. It's working for you. You come back, you check, you see what's working, what's not working, change some things up, and then you let that go, and you go hang out again and come back. So after those few weeks of just grinding it out and, and really doing it right from the beginning, and now you just have to focus on your marketing, I mean, that makes it just so much more exciting and so much more interesting when you talk about internet marketing. But for sure, it's the possibilities are endless.
Yeah, you're absolutely right. While you were sitting there, I was just sitting here thinking about, oh, my God, I remember putting my school together, the City School of Success, and that – because I knew the knowledge that I wanted to put together. I knew how I was going to put the system together. That in and of itself wasn't difficult. The hardest part was making sure that I was marketing to the right audience, making sure that I had the right stuff in place to reach the people I needed to reach. But you're right, after the trial and error, and making it through that, it was like, okay, now I can just go to the store and go shopping or do what I want to do and come back, and there's sales. And I'm like, so it's worth it. You got to go through it. You got to go through the process. And so many people want to skip the process, but you got to go through the process. That's with anything in life. You can't just come out of the womb and expect to start running. No, you got to crawl first.
Absolutely. Totally agree.
Well, let me ask you this, and then we're going to go ahead and end the call. What would you say is the hardest thing that you've had to deal with the transition from working a regular job to being online? And when I say regular job, I don't mean that being online is not a job, because it is in a sense, but it's not. It is because you are doing things that you would probably do at a regular job. But the difference is, I know for me, I love working online. I love creating new things and being able to help people clear across the world in India, or London. So what would you say has been the hardest thing that you had to endure with being online, and how did you overcome it?
I would say in the very beginning, before the money, it was a productivity issue. Wasn't being, productive enough. I wasn't taking enough action. I spent too much time learning and not applying. And because of that, I think that my success was stalled for a very long time. I was sitting on good information that I could have applied right away, and I didn't, because I felt that I didn't know it all just yet. And with a growing industry, within the industry that's constantly moving and shaking, you'll never be able to know it all. You just have to go with what you got and learn on the way. And it took me a very long time. I mean, I have trust me, 2008, I didn't really start getting a lot of success until the last year and a half, I would say. A lot of consistent success that I can actually talk and brag about, not until the last year and a half. Everything else was kind of just getting me by, and it was based on how I was how I was implementing things. I was just implementing them with that type of mentality. So that's exactly what I was getting in return. So, the productivity issue was very, very tough. It's one of those things where you're asking, I'm smart, why is this working for me? What's going on? Everybody else is getting success. Meanwhile, you're asking all these dumb questions, and you know the answer. You're not being productive enough. And when I finally woke up and realized that I needed to stop watching and started focusing on implementing the things that I know, that's when things started to change, and that's when things started to change really fast.
Oh, my goodness, man, that was just a key nugget right there. So I don't even know where to begin with that, because you're right. So many people are lifetime scholars, and anybody that knows us know that we condone learning. Learning is key, but you said something that was so essential. Here's the thing. What good is learning if you never do? I had a homeless lady tell me that once. And when she said that, it just stuck with me. She said, what good is learning if you never do? Applied knowledge is powerful. Knowledge is good. It's great. But applied knowledge is powerful. And basically that's what you just said in a nutshell. And when you said that, I was like, ooh, because a lot of times we are in the lab just learning. Well, we're not in the lab. We're in the schoolroom, the classroom, just learning. But the key is to get into the lab and to start to fumble around, because really failure is learning, and failure shows that you are taking action, which is a great thing. So that means that you're one step closer to success. But thank you for sharing that, man. That hit home with me right there. That hit home. Well, Mike, we know you are a busy man. You're out there helping to change lives, helping people to get those 6 and 7 figures. Tell everybody where they can get the audio, because we definitely need that. Shaping our mentality is the first step to being successful. And then tell them how they can get some coaching from you, or how to find you on Facebook. And before you do that, I have to ask you to please just define success and wrap the show up in your own words, and then tell them how they can get in contact with you.
Okay, no doubt. You know, she said define success. Success is truly how you want to live your life. Once you've gotten to that point, that is success for you. Success isn't always the multi-millions of dollars, and success isn't, you know, this material thing and that material thing. It may be for some people, and that just goes with my point. Success is what you make it to be. Me, success was only working 3-4 hours a day. Success was being able to just stand up and go. You know, tell my kids and my wife, hey, listen, we're going to go down to Hawaii next week. I'm just excited. You know what I mean? So that's what success was to me. It wasn't about all the money. It was just about the freedom. It was about the lifestyle that I wanted to live. And whatever that vision is to you, whatever makes you excited, whatever makes you just get out of the bed in the morning and just go for it, that's what success is to you. So focus on that for sure. Focus on that one goal, and you will get the success that you desire. The best place to reach me is on Facebook. Go to facebook.com/Mike Williams Pro. That's Mike Williams Pro. You can Google Mike Williams Pro as well. All my information will pop up. If you're interested in the 7-Figure Blueprint audio series, I would personally reach out to Sue, and she'll give you a link to the 7-Figure Blueprint audio series. Other than that, guys, just go out there and rock and roll. Have a great day. Sue says I'm busy. I'm actually in the parking lot of the gym. I'm about to go in the gym and get my workout on before the day starts. And that's where I'm at. So, guys, appreciate you. Thank you so much for having me on the call, Sue. You are very, very appreciated.
Thank you, Mike. Well, we're going to go ahead and let you go ahead and get that workout on, and I'll go ahead and end this call. Appreciate you coming in, brother. Enjoy your last few hours of the new year. I know you're going to do it real big in 2015.
For sure.
Okay, everyone, I want to thank you guys for coming out to the call. Again, we do the call every Wednesday at 9 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. If you want to connect with me to get that audio, the 7-Figure Blueprint audio, definitely connect with me on Facebook. You can find me at Sueham, that's SUE-HAM, and I will make sure that you get the information so that you can pick up that audio. You definitely want that. As we've said today on this call, mindset is the first step. It is essential to shifting the atmosphere, whether it's in your business, your career, your life, getting healthy, whatever it is. Everything begins in the mind with your thoughts first. So definitely hit us up on Facebook at Sueham, or go over to the website if you're looking for free material, educational information. Go to Sueham.com, SUEHAM.com. And last but not least, I forgot to do this earlier in the call, we would love for you guys to join us for the Business Explosion Mastermind happening February 2015 in Miramar Beach, Florida, with myself and my business partner, Tara L. Clay. Need more information on that, hit me up on Facebook, or, again, the website, Sueham.com, and just simply click on the tab that says Mastermind with Sue. Got some great stuff that we're going to be teaching. We're going to be living it up large in a 7,500-square-foot mansion. And we would love to have you there. We're only going to be 2 minutes from the Gulf of Mexico. So we are going to have education, eatery, enlightenment, and entertainment. So until next time, guys, enjoy the rest of your year. I always tell people, don't make a bunch of New Year's resolution and don't say, oh, this is going to be my year. Guys, claim this moment. This is my moment, because you know what? Every breath you take, every second that expires, right, is an opportunity for you to start fresh, start anew. So make it happen right now. Until next time, guys, you already know who I am. Salandia Hammond, a.k.a. Sue Baby, and I'm encouraging you to live, love, learn, and laugh. Don't quit. Follow your dreams to success.